but for the most part, it's substantial savings, man. I'm trying to like emphasize that when I do the yeah, yeah. Have you seen that? Towards the bottom type, the on that list of orders, yeah. Cocina del Carmen demo. Sometimes I try to,
Hey guys,
yeah,
you can see Cocina del Carmen right here. For not gonna lose
yep,
money
yep,
on
right
their
there.
product, so they increase the price, so they pass that cost to the customer, which makes delivery even more expensive.
So that particular item
All right,
was,
guys. So
it cost
as you guys can see,
$15.
$7.
That particular item costs $15 on a regular menu. It's 23 on the, yeah, 23 on DoorDash platform.
Yeah, because these restaurants they have to adjust their prices to account
Yeah,
for what the DoorDash takes.
yep. They don't like that. That's like also your views. The way the content you're posting is getting a lot of views. I both of them already crossed a thousand views. I'm also getting some. I don't know if this is you, but I have a videos for when I delivered and I recorded when I delivered to the customer. Those are doing really good. But going back to this one, that's the I want to write this point and like I said, almost all the restaurants that I follow that I'm targeting, they have DoorDash, or even if they have Uber Eats, is the same concept. This is what I want to push. Um, that's a huge increase in delivery, and then you take into account delivery fees and um, service fees, uh, all that kind of stuff. It adds up really really fast. So that's what I'm kind of that's what I've been doing. I'm I did one yesterday for 10 minutes. It was too long. I over complicated the process, the what I was trying to do, and I got it down to 3 minutes. So I'm gonna be posting more of that content. I'm gonna be uploading it to the menu. So that's good. And I did see the updates on the app. I think the only thing that I know you're still doing a lot of updates. I just the letters inside the boxes when I'm putting the items are it's white and the background is like a very light blue, so it's really hard to read. But everything else, yeah, it's starting to look much better organized. I um I also got the driver who's near La Jolla. When we're ready to test real live orders, he's ready to go too. So that's good.
What is La Jolla? What is La Jolla? Where we have a
Chula
restaurant?
Vista? No, Chula Vista is where the restaurant's at, but La Jolla is almost like two towns over.
Yeah, I want to reiterate this again. Drivers are already ready to go. You don't have to do anything.
Okay,
So whenever you say like when like the follow up for driver, like I've never talked to anyone who signed up for my app.
never.
So never, because you don't have to. This is not, you're like trying to mix traditional businesses and the way you used to do business, right? You used to be able to have to talk to everyone to get them on board, right? Drivers need jobs. So you don't have to, you just put the job posting out, and when they apply, you respond to them and tell them to sign up. Now, if you want to set up interviews and do all of that, that's fine. But we already talked about keeping it to 5 minutes, etc. But there's really no point to that. There's really no,
Yeah.
because all you have to do is tell them how to sign up for the app, which is download Test Flight.
Hmm.
You get invited, and it's pretty straightforward. Now, we're not dealing with senior citizens here, right? So you don't need to walk everyone through how to sign up for an app. Um, so let's focus less on that. Like now we need drivers in where this new restaurant is. So and you need them fast. So I'm going to put the job posting out as soon as you give me the login information.
Yeah.
And from there, you take over and you tell ChatGPT to give you a message that you can respond to drivers who apply to your job posting with, and give them instructions for test flight, which I've already given you links for that, right? So you should already have a link. It's on the main website, all of the
Yeah.
instructions,
Yeah.
your instructions, and instructions for drivers on how to sign up. So you have everything you need already to essentially just get them. And now if they have trouble signing up, like me, I get emails every day saying I wasn't able to sign up due to some sort of a technical issue, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so those are just stacking up, and I'll get to them when I can.
Yeah.
So I don't have any contact because I'm only one person. So I can't. I understand that as a business person, a business owner, and developer, I can't speak to every single driver that's signing up for my app unless it's a necessity, unless they're having issues, right? And even then, that I still may not even be able to do it because I'm only one man and I have to build the app and make sure the app works. That's more important that I make sure my app works than it is to be talking to the people using my app, right? I can chat with them if I need to
Yeah.
with my app. I built it that way so I can do that. They can chat with me inside of my own app.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of gaps for you. This is what I said. We have to make sure we fill in all the gaps. That way you know exactly how you're doing everything you're doing. So you know exactly how you're onboarding drivers. You know exactly how you're onboarding restaurants. You know exactly how you're outreaching. You need to have a strategy for every single thing you're doing and the process, like an SOP, right? You know what SOP is?
No.
Standard operating procedure.
S&P. Okay.
Yeah. So think about that. Think about SOPs for every single thing that we do. When we onboard drivers or we onboard salespeople, they need to be given SOPs for how we operate, right? So, what is the standard operating procedure for how we represent Faster Driver as a company, right? These are the kind of wording that we use, for example, right? We stay away from using this type of wording. So, these are just documents that we want to have laid out that kind of gives you information about how we do things so they understand, you know, how to come in and be onboarded and how to pretty much start representing your faster drivers in a way that is up to our standard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, actually, it was actually just a quick text message, no calls, no, definitely won't be doing that. But at least I did get one. It's like, oh yeah, I got the app. It's just on the screen. It's just on the map. I just messaged him, and I said, oh yeah, that's fine. I said when we have orders and restaurants ready, and we're gonna send you a notification. You're gonna get a notification. There's an order pending. He says, okay. I said the only thing mainly is just that you have the app. Once you have the app, that secures your spot. And when we launch and there's restaurants in your area, you'll be the first to get orders. And they say, okay, that's fine. But you're right. Like the drivers will always be ready to jump in. It's getting scary out there, especially with this war in Iran. I don't know if things are. Have you seen price of gas change at all?
mhm. I
Shit.
have a brother that drives. So, I started Drive 4 to give me and my brother another way to make money so we
Uh-huh.
didn't have to keep driving for, like I said, I've been doing this for 8 years, bro.
Yeah.
So, I know how to solve the problem. Um, and I was trying to solve it for me and my brother first. That way we can just make our own money and get our own clients. Because we already had a G2L Transportation is my LLC, and that was the original company rideshare that me and him started about 5 years ago when we were doing a lot of rideshare, a lot of Lyft, a lot of Uber, stuff like that. Now he's more so of a taxi cab driver,
Yeah.
but he pays daily for his car. It's like $150 per day or something like that. So, like you don't have a lot of experience in this as far as like the hardships that come with it. Yeah, you look at DoorDash and how much they're taking from restaurants and how much they're paying drivers and blah blah blah. But you've never you've never rented a car for $1,600 a month just to be able to do this kind of work. So you don't me and my brother have both been in that situation. Where we're both paying like $250 to $300 a week.
Right.
So there was two different companies we worked with, um, that we were renting cars from, so we could be able to continue to do gig work. So, and those companies, like I said, they were just, so I know this industry a lot more than you do. That's why I have so much insight, because everyone is taking advantage of the driver, and we are making the least when we are pretty much the heart and soul of this whole industry. Without drivers, on demand delivery goes nowhere,
Yeah.
right? But how do you have a rental company come in, even Enterprise came in and said, "Hey, rideshare drivers, come rent a car from us, $250 per week." Raping drivers, because they know that the money is out there, and they know that drivers want to go out and drive because they love the freedom and they don't like working 9 to 5. So, and now we get to this point now where we are now, where a lot of the money has been squeezed out because all of these companies are taking the big chunk. All of the apps are taking a big chunk, right? Especially when they go public. In the case of DoorDash, Uber, Lyft, all of the big ones, they have to pay their investors back.
Yeah.
So there's not much money left. I mean, there's money in on-demand delivery. Don't get me wrong. There's money in the industry,
Yeah.
but you have to cut out all of the middlemen and go straight to the root, right? You have to go straight to your client and have you make your own app, and then you'll be able to get that big slice of the pie instead of having to fight for scraps.
Yeah. No, that's the that's that's the main thing that uh, I think didn't know how to do it, but I think not knowing how to do it also helped me avoid it. Um, because the industry in itself, like I remember when they first started, there was a lot. Uh, we did a lot of the work that and that's understandable when you said there's not a lot of drivers who are willing to do more than just drive. But I was the type of driver that went out and actually told people about delivery. It's like even when I was not on the clock. So and then when I went solo, that's when the real comparison, like th- I didn't know it at the moment, but it was the financial pressure that DoorDash had put themselves into because of investors. Like they did so many rounds of investing, so that's what took away what they had built. They had a really good business model at the beginning. Like from when I first started with them, and that was like not as to 2018. So yeah, I think I have like also 8 years. I started
Why did you
working with
sign
them
up for DoorDash?
2018.
I said, why? What prompted you to sign up?
Oh, no, work. My wife, I was having a hard time finding work that would allow me to kind of be flexible with the girls. They were in school, and she was working at a receptionist at a hotel. And I heard of this company. I don't even remember who or what. Uh, and I said, "Why don't you sign up?" Because she was the one that had papers. So she signed up, but she didn't do anything with it. I think she tried it 1 hour, and she said, "No, this like I don't like it." So I said, "Well, just um, change the number to my number, and I'll deliver using your account." So that's when I started, and at the beginning there was not a lot of orders. Like I had to do a lot of like waiting around to get deliveries. We used to get paid $5 an hour if there was no orders. But then they started to do a lot of marketing, and little by little, people started to get those get orders. They started to send orders for us, and we were able to kind of ramp up from there. Um, and it was that actually the flexibility was the thing that it kind of did occur. I was dropping her off and picking up my girls and whatnot. Um, but that the main thing was not being able to get a job that like working pizza shop was 10 to 10, and then I had to drive to another city to go to work and picking me up, dropping me off, the kids in school, she working at night. It was a mess. So that's what made me go to and jump into DoorDash.
Gotcha. Just curious.
No, yeah, I love telling the story because like it's relatable. Like, people. There's when I was working, I had a lot of people. I met a lot of drivers, and I would always like. Uh, I would see somebody waiting and by the counter holding their phone. And I'm like, oh, this got to be a driver. So I'd be like, hey man, how you doing? You're a driver, and yeah, everybody's the same kind of like a variation of the story, but it's like, yeah, just we love the flexibility, we love the ability to work for ourselves. The pay, when the pay was good, there wasn't a lot of complaints. It was mostly about tech.
Right.
Um, so I know that drivers and restaurants are will be able will put up with like our bugs and our issues at the beginning.
Right.
So when you say that kind of stuff, I just need to remember like when I was on that side of the road, when I was going through that actually did happen. There were so many times with us as drivers, they would try to like they thought we knew the inside outs and we were like engineers and everything, and we're like they would come to us and be like, hey, how come this is not working or this and that, and we're like, I'm just the driver, sorry, I don't know how to help you on this, but this is the contact info. I remember when um, I got hacked. um, I lost like $600 on from my bank. No, 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 not from my bank, from my DoorDash account. Um, and it's like it was a I put up with it. There was like nothing I could do. So, but they pay me. They pay me eventually, like a month later. So, yeah, as a driver, if the pay is good and the demand is there, you put up with a lot of stuff. At least a lot of, I'm not saying like the vast majority, but a good chunk of them. And those are the ones. Now that we're on this side, we can lean on and be like, feedback. Let us know what we are doing right, what we're not doing right, and we can get you. We can make those changes so things get back on track.
I mean, drivers are. I mean, drivers need jobs, bro. It's just drivers need jobs and drivers need better pay. So DoorDash and all these companies are actually everything they're doing is kind of leaning in your favor because if they didn't have the prices that they have, you really wouldn't have a business. You're essentially just undercutting them.
Yeah.
It's not like your tech does something different.
No.
It's essentially the same tech. It doesn't do delivery in any kind of special way. It's pretty much mimics the tech that DoorDash and Grubhub and all these companies have, but you're just undercutting the price. So, I mean, it's not like you just have to be honest about what you're doing. Like you're giving them a cheaper price, but at the end of the day, DoorDash probably can't slash prices to compete. But right now they won't. They don't even take you. Right now, you're not even being taken serious because you're not even in the market.
Yeah.
So I think that everything you say is fine, but you reserve it for drivers and you reserve it for everyone else but your customer. Drivers aren't your customer. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know you want to make them like pay and everything, but and they probably will. I don't think that you can't get them to pay, but they aren't the main customer. A lot of our revenue isn't going to come. I'm not thinking that revenue, a good bulk of it is going to come from drivers, right?
Yeah.
Because we have to sign on too many drivers and we have to rely on the fact that they're going to pay. And I mean, I know myself as a driver, like, I miss subscription payments all the time. So if you're charging them monthly $10, and what if they didn't make any money that month? What if they barely even use the app that month? So it's all these things that like, I want to say it's just friction for drivers. Just friction. Drivers just want a new solution, right? You have to prove to them that what you're building here is what you say it is. It's going to pay them more money and it's going to be less stress, than DoorDash. And then same thing for customers. Like customers don't want to deal with shitty drivers. The same drivers that they deal with DoorDash, that they deal with Uber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the question for you is, how do you guarantee that if you're leaning on people and human interaction, how do you guarantee quality human interactions with delivery? Another thing too is when you're onboarding drivers, how are you? I'm not sure because we don't have any verification in the app as far as their information,
Hmm.
and then we're not capturing that much information. We're only capturing, basic information.
Yeah.
Um, in the event that something does go wrong, you want to have you probably want to have some more information about drivers for compliance.
Yeah.
Now I know we're still in the pilot, but these are all gaps, right? Everything I'm mentioning is a gap. So these things need to be thought about and need to be filled in, right? They need to be put on a Trello, and then there needs to be a process, SOP, standard operating procedure, or there needs to be some sort of strategy for how they're going to get done. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because once these gaps are filled in, then you can start looking at how much revenue you're generating and numbers and all that stuff. But you really can't start moving anywhere because we have all of these gaps that are just like it's just stuff in your head as far as like how the business runs. That's not how a business is ran. You have to everything can exist in your mind, like there needs to be a process for everything. That way if the business needs to continue without you, it can. Right now it can't because there's not even we don't even know a lot we have all these gaps. So it's like we don't even know what we're going for in a lot of these. Like how are we doing this? How are we doing that? What's the strategy here? That all needs to be filled in. And we should probably take a look at the Trello board. Have you been taking a what have you been mostly like how have you been prioritizing?
Uh, Mainly the restaurants, mainly the I started to do the testing and I was be able to create the content. Like I said yesterday, I was up all night, but I did the first one, which is the 10-minute one. It was way longer. It took me like 2 hours to make, but then I cut it back down to it took me like 15 minutes to make the next two. So right now, like I'm prioritizing my social media because it gives me a pretty good idea of who's looking at my content. Those people already have um, a way for me to contact them and start reaching out to them. Um, I try to filter and try to stay at least at the very least in San Diego, um, and then mm, keep creating content so that I can upload it with them to give them an idea of what the price differential is on our app versus DoorDash.
So you can give them the price difference from DoorDash. Is all of that information that you're mentioning, is all of that on the website?
Mm, the fasterdrivers.com website.
Hmm.
Um, I think yeah, we tell them the 30% from the get-go on the splash, and then we break it down um, on our site.
And so what exactly are you putting into a video for potential restaurants? What are
Oh,
you
so I upload a real just one item on our test restaurant with the price that I see on their site, not on the DoorDash, on their site, and then I look has a picture that I can use, and then I just place an order as a customer on that test on our test restaurant. Now that is I change it every single time, and then I move on to the cart, and that shows the total. And then I do the same thing. I look them up on the DoorDash app, record that that process, and then get to the to the cart, and it pulls up all the costs that they incurred on DoorDash, and then I just do a comparison uh, side by side, and then upload that to this Instagram, Facebook, and then tag them. And then when I see that they follow up, like right now, Chino's Mexican food, but they're in Oklahoma, but they saw my content, and if they were in San Diego, I would be reaching out to them. It's kind of early still, so I do see a lot more results towards like afternoon, early afternoon. But the restaurants that I'm reaching out to, I'm gonna add them to this targeted demos to at least get them to how do I say? So basically, like raising my hand and be like, hey, make that first contact, and then at least get the the person that I need to talk to so we can book the demo. Like today, the one I'm gonna be calling here soon is Chulos Tacos. I mentioned it to you because they've been interacting with my content all the time. Um, so that's a pretty good one that it's in San Diego. I'm not sure exactly where they are. Let me look them up real quick, actually.
What's the status with the rest of the restaurants on the list?
Um, I just reached out to them. I haven't gotten status yet, yes or no.
Why haven't you reached out?
No, I have been reaching out, but they haven't said yes or no. So that's what I need to do. Oh, this one is in Chula Vista too. Yes. Yeah, Chula's Tacos. Um, it's in Chula Vista, so I'm gonna be reaching out to them. Um, they told me to give them a call before 12, before they get busy. So, and like what I like about at least the ones that I find or follow me or I follow on social media is they have everything. Um, they have emails, they have phone numbers, so um, it's a lot less searching than on the way that I was doing it before. Then they have their own community, they have their own connections who they follow, so um, we can always use them as referrals. So be like, hey, we got this restaurant signing up for a demo. They're reserving their spot. Would you like to do the same so that we can grow that and use that leverage so we can get them onboarded, at least for the demos.
So you called. Which ones of these have you called?
Most of them. Um, I'm actually missing a few. I think I might have put them in another list. But
How are we tracking if they've been contacted?
yeah, I think I need to get another column. I just left it for yes or no for demo. So I think I need to make a column that says contacted, yes or no.
Yeah, add that column so we can finish this list up.
Okay.
I don't really care if you call them or not, but finish the list up, send them emails, and invite them to a demo.
Yeah.
And Calendly,
Yeah, we do have the. Did you have access to it, right? But I already set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You set what up?
the demo, the link.
Where is it?
I know I did put it on the Trello. Let me look for it. Mm, is that it? Yes. So it's under. Yep. It CEO own driver and restaurant outreach. It's a link there. Calendly restaurant booking demo.
Okay, let's talk about this Trello for a second.
Oh, where are you? Well,
We have the restaurant onboarding checklist. Where is that at?
what happened?
So we have a restaurant onboarding checklist.
Um, Let me see. Um, No, but let me see if I have it in my ChatGPT because I was working on that. So let me look it up, then post it right away. Okay. Yes, I have it here by ChatGPT. Where should I post it on the marketing? I see you're on a different board though. Let me check where you are. Oh no, you're on the same one I'm looking at.
But everything related to marketing and sales goes in Distro.
Distro. Okay.
There it goes in call it sales. And then faster drivers long term is for everything that we're not focusing on right now.
Okay.
So if not important, then it goes there. Faster drivers development is my own personal board.
Let me do that right now then.
I kind of have to go through this and clean this one up.
So you said marketing sales or sales strategy or marketing strategy?
What kind of card are you making?
Restaurant onboarding checklist.
Which one do you think it is?
Uh, I think sales strategy.
Yep.
Add card. Restaurant checklist. Okay. Okay, onboarded. I uploaded it. How to advertise. Okay.
You're doing this every single day. When you do this, you need to come here and check it out.
Okay.
So that was for yesterday. This is for because every day, this is every weekday. This is going to be required for you to check it out.
Tomorrow's
Same
the
thing.
test.
This one. What is this? I can't pay for an order.
That one's done. I think you're. Most of those are old, are kind of old.
Okay. To-do list, marketing, videos. Okay, so that's video list. Weekly operating rhythm. So this one is more long term. Make 5-minute videos and load it on Google. So Gene, so you're already doing this. List of Indeed drivers. Okay, so this is our list of Indeed drivers. Need to move this into an actual document. I guess it can stay here. Patrick Marco Trophy. Why aren't all of them reflected on the app? Are they all signed up?
That's um, that's what I checked. Um, and I see that I sent all of them the invitation because most all of them, except for one, has they have iPhones. So I probably just need to send them another quick message and say, hey, by any chance you have any problems with downloading the app, I can
Do
do
we
it
have their
today.
phone numbers?
Yeah, yeah, I have them on the test flight.
Okay. Once you get their phone number, you pretty much have direct access to them.
Hmm.
Well, do you have any okay, so what's the communication flow look like for driver onboarding? Is there a process for that?
Let me see if I
Let me
was.
see.
Um,
It's not an app.
no, let me do it real quick though.
For driver restaurant outreach, create a job post for drivers. Restaurant onboarding checklist, outreach scripts. Okay, this is all sales. Create a post for restaurants, warm leads, book demo, targeted demos, emotional sales pitch. Okay, hold on, saw one. Driver onboarding active, restaurant.
All right, on sales strategy, I'm adding the driver onboarding checklist.
Restaurant qualification. So restaurant owner or manager confirmed interest. Demo completed. Restaurant understands the model. Restaurant understands pilot expectations, testing orders, testing driver pickup, testing payment processing. Restaurant agrees to participate in pilot testing. Restaurant pays first year membership. Signed onboarding agreement. See, this is what you need. That way you are actually working from something.
Yeah.
Then we have account creation. Yeah, but this is, demo completed. So we already have a demo scheduled for them. You already have confirmed interest for the first restaurant. The first restaurant, Fabulous Charcuterie, do they understand our model or
Yes.
not yet? They
Yeah,
do?
no, I did tell them. I said we're local. We're focused on the 3 mile local delivery. Um, we do on demand. Um, they said, well, for ours we do have a little more. We're not so much on demand, but we have the product ready to be picked up when um, they get early notification. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So it's not like they get the order an hour ago and then we had to send a driver. They get the orders probably a day or so ahead of time. Um, so they would in our model, I guess we would have to adjust it um, one way or another, whether we place the order or they place the order for the customer, or the customer places it and they let us know when they want to pick it up. So yeah, it's slightly different. Um, we might need to adjust it.
Adjust the model?
No, so the order can be picked up at like for us the same hour. It's just that they have a heads up when the order is placed. They don't make the order 1 hour before it's supposed to go out. They make it like a day or so before.
So their orders are placed ahead of time. So they have a larger window for delivery.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So our app doesn't account for that.
No, not. I saw that you had on the new demo you changed the hours. Um, that's something I was gonna drop a note on that. But if
The
the
hours for what? I don't know what you're talking.
oh the restaurant now sets the what hours they're open.
Oh yeah.
That's really cool. That's good information. Um, so I guess we would have to either um, allow them just to request a driver or uh, m- maybe work with the features that we have already in the app. Because the only thing they need is to request a driver, um, get in contact with them to let them know what time to pick up the order. Everything else can be processed. Or no. Actually, no. I see what you're saying. Um,
Orders are assumed to go out immediately,
yeah.
but I guess there is no, like, we're not tracking like the time that it takes or anything to drop off an order. So technically, the order could just sit there, um, and then a driver can have it assigned. And maybe the easiest option is to have them set a pickup time, and then
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
the
That's
order. Yeah, you don't like you haven't really like there's too many gaps.
yeah.
So that's
There's
what
too
I'm
many
saying. Like,
variables. Yeah. Like I'm trying to focus on the restaurants, and I get these orders from places that don't is not technically on demand. They get like future for future delivery with big windows.
yeah, so that's one that we have to think about. Create a card for it. I mean, it's not one we have to think about, but it's not. It's one of those things where How can I put this?
Variable, like it's like difference, like a different requirement.
I mean, we just have to adjust for their needs. But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when we're thinking about the flow of our app, right, end to end. So when customer from the time a customer places an order until the time it is delivered, there's still many gaps that haven't been thought of, right? Like one is pickup time, for example, right? This is why I'm having you go through and test, and because the point of you going through and testing is not to be nitpicking on how it looks or this or that. The point of you going through and testing is we need real feedback from a customer. So from someone who is genuinely trying to order food, from someone who is genuinely trying to make a profit with their restaurant, we need genuine feedback so we know what's wrong with the app. Like right now, for example, we just figured out that there's no pickup time for the orders. So orders can technically just be picked up or dropped off whenever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a gap, and like I mentioned before, I can come up with milestones myself, but that's slowing us down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not hard for you to say, hey, this, we need this inside of the app, and talk to ChatGPT to figure out your wording for how to relay it to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to get better at that process. The process of, okay, here's this gap that we've identified, right? How are we going to account or make adjustments for Fabulous Charcuterie since they don't necessarily need the items delivered right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just start to think about that, right? Because I mean, looking at the Trello board, a lot of the cards, like, this is shit that I'm taking care of, you know. So yeah, do that, and then create a card. That way, we can keep track of your conversation and what you're getting. Now, don't you can paste everything into the card, but don't paste everything into the card and then not go over it. Like, because you say you read, right? You told me that.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a reader.
Yeah.
Okay, so the shit that ChatGPT is giving you, you need to fucking read it.
Yeah.
Like, when I ask you some shit, you should know. Like, when I like, hey, we have a process for this, you should be like, yeah, this is our process because you read it already, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is your business, so you need to know it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So maybe even take a little time and start studying some of the stuff around about our business and start organizing it, right? So, because right now I can't find a roadmap. Like, anytime I need to find information about where this is all going, like where we're taking faster drivers and what the ultimate goal is and what this is all about, even as far as like our story, I can't find anything. Like, where's the document that has the roadmap? Where is the what is it? I think it's a PDF. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. No, that's not it. So I'm just looking for all of the freaking documents that that tell us about faster drivers and about what the company is about. Like, do we have any? I know we have a few documents, but where? What I'm looking at and talking. Yeah, I can't find them. I don't know where I put them at.
Like the one that I should share with you from Figma, from Crowdbotics.
Everything you have as far as documentation for everything about faster drivers. There needs to be one source of truth where if someone were to go, so the pitch deck, for example, like, where's the pitch deck?
I know we do have that one. I've seen that one before.
So
Uh,
this is the Figma. This just has screenshots though. This doesn't really have any information that is text based. This is just how the app looks.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, demos preview, Figma roadmap. Um, you have a bunch of StreamYard uh, pitch deck. Let me see if I can find the pitch deck. Canva pitch deck. Canva pitch deck is on the Faster Drivers long-term strategy funding.
This too. But this is the only source of truth for the restaurant. I mean, for us, there needs to be a web page, one page website page that goes over this.
On fasterdrivers.com?
Yes. So 250K pre-C. Okay. So yeah, this needs to all this information here, because this is everything about faster drivers. Right. These are like testimonials. You have a restaurant testimonial, a driver testimonial. Right. This is not on the website anywhere. Nobody is seeing this. These are financial projections. This is useful for businesses and investors. Go-to market strategy. Affiliate pros, affiliation program. If you look, all this, even their affiliate program, $10 per driver referral. This needs to be fleshed out as far as like how this works.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be strategy on this. There needs to be marketing done on this. Like, you should be talking about this in the videos. You should be saying we're giving out $10 per driver, $25 per restaurant referral for every restaurant that signs up. And this should be tracked. And then you should be creating milestones for me saying that this needs to be tracked inside of the app, so that when a restaurant or a driver signs in, they can see how many referrals they have and see how close they are to, or how much money they've earned in referrals. Right. But don't with what you're doing, be very careful, because you're gonna have to fucking pay that shit out.
Yeah.
So don't do the referral thing. That's what I'm saying. Don't just be putting stuff up on the pitch deck and then not following through. You know what I'm saying? Because this says affiliate program and you have a referral link, but it doesn't do anything right now. And literally, that you could literally be using that referral link to grow your business. Because people will help you grow this from the ground up, but you're not incentivizing them. You're not even giving them points in the app. Like you don't even have a point system where you're giving them points for referring. Like, do you understand how businesses like get incentivize people? People do stuff like Starbucks, for example.
Yeah, the points.
Starbucks has the points. Do you know how much? There's millions of dollars in Starbucks's app, in people's wallets. That's just in points, because it's not. You can't withdraw your money again once you buy the Starbucks points with it.
Yeah.
So it's just stuck in those points. So they have millions of dollars just sitting there in their app, in people's wallets, just in points. You get what I'm saying? So people will do stuff if you give them something, right? Even if it's not even like directly tied to money, like you can just give them something that just gives them discounts inside of our app, right? Gives them discounts on food, maybe gives them discounts on merch. Who cares? Maybe just gives them points to be used on something in the future, right? You have a crypto integration. Maybe it could be tied to the real token 1-to-1. or whatever. So those are things that those are a part of your growth strategy. And the referral program is nothing but a link and tracking. I mean, it's not even like, as far as like the technical side of that, it's not hard to do at all. This is why I started my app with basic sign up login so that users could get onboarded, they can chat with other people, and they can refer other people. Right? Nothing worked but that first. There was no orders, no order processing, nothing. But you could see the roadmap. You could look at tutorial videos, right? I don't think you've ever looked at. Have you ever signed up for my fucking app? That we need to make you some homework for that.
No, I did. Actually, I did. Maybe I didn't do it on my phone, but I did it on your website. It wouldn't let me. I was doing something wrong.
Maybe it's the same issue that everyone else is having.
Huh?
Because I haven't looked at it. I don't look at my app at all. I don't really get on here because I'm too busy working on faster drivers. But like here's mine's like connect. It's pretty much the same state yours is at, but it's a lot more polished because I built it from scratch. So there's no bugs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have an admin panel, so I can go here and I can see. I can do a test delivery route. I can see how many users I have. I can see feedback, right? I can see logs, events.
Let me try to get.
You can see drivers, right? You have Hive buddies in here, right? You can chat with them and click on chat. So that's what I'm saying. People can chat with me right inside my app.
So right now
You
I
can see
get
the roadmap.
error sending confirmation email.
Okay,
Create.
probably the same issue everybody else is getting.
Yeah. So like no, but now again, this is on the web browser, not like an app, right? Like that, I don't have to go into the app store and download it. It's just here on the browser, right?
No, it's just in the browser.
Yeah. No, the error sending confirmation email. I just did it real quick right now.
So you know what I mean? I mean, very simple. So, I mean, there's not really much here. I mean, you can't even take orders yet.
Can I see?
Wait, isn't a referral? Where's my referral? Can be at. Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you have a QR code
Hold
that
on.
has your referral link right here.
Hold
Can you
on.
see my screen?
Yeah. Hold on.
That's it. No order taken, but people from Indeed can come here and sign up, and then they can use their referral link to freaking get other people onboarded. You know?
Yeah, it's working. Hi, I'm Buzz. Let's get your profile set up so you can find local buddies and better gigs. What should we call you? What city do you drive in? Life as a drive for driver.
Because I understood that order processing was going to be the hardest thing. So I started with everything else that was easy. And now that we're done, essentially, order processing is the last thing that I'm working on, and now that works too. So, but like I said, I don't really know the status of Drive for Work because I haven't worked on it in so long. I haven't really touched the code in a while for this one. I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna probably
Error
take a look
sending
at it
confirmation
tomorrow.
email on mobile too.
Yeah, no worries, man. I was just showing you as an example. So you need to work on filling in all of these gaps. All right, you need to get real familiar with this Trello board because this is all me introducing you to how to run a business,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, we need to clean some of this up. So February 26th, app demos and screenshots. I think all of this is already done. Order lifecycle, paid orders, paid order. Okay, let's go ahead. I think a lot of this is already done already. Customer delivered to address should be smaller, maybe just a line on top. Notification bells gray like customer birthday. The map takes a lot of space. We don't need deals and benefits. Okay, we don't need to have a feature item section. We don't need reviews for now. You don't need to have a feature item for now. Maybe you're considering get rid of the customer photo on the left. Customer knows who they are. The photo is made for restaurant drivers. What customer photo on the left? Let's use the way DoorDash has their customer screen for reference. Once we can change to select it, we need to create an active movement of the aggregate. So let me see. Move my Trello out the way. So let's go through a demo. The restaurant onboarding checklist. What happens if something goes wrong? Do we have this plan?
Let me check. No, and I think that there's multiple. It has to be on all three sites for restaurant, for customer, for driver, right? I think what happens
What?
if something goes wrong?
Yeah, what happens if something goes wrong during a delivery?
No. Let me put it in right now.
Restaurant one page or PDF. Demo video or walkthrough. I think we already have a demo video or walkthrough. Landing page clear. Restaurant call to action. We already have that landing page. Social proof story post. You're posting.
Yeah.
And then I'm scheduling post. SS needed this week. So we need a. Hold on. Okay,
Okay. So for when something goes wrong, I need to expand it, but I have the general layout on the Trello board. If you want that on the
Okay. Did you make it?
no, which board?
What did we just create?
The long term.
What happens if something goes wrong? Put it
Yeah.
on the main board.
Okay. On its own column or
Current milestone. Yeah, you need to use your best judgment when it comes to this.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I could treat you like an underling, or I could treat you like a partner.
Yeah.
I'll let you choose. But you're acting like you want me to just dictate.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I think. Yeah, I am.
So you're not. I mean, I wouldn't say that you're a dumb person, but when you ask me questions like that, I get to the point where I feel like you want me to make every decision for you. That's not something I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So you got to use your better judgment when it comes to the appropriate place to place things on the Trello board.
Mm-hmm.
Use your best judgment. Say, I'm putting it here, and I'll be like, okay, cool. If I disagree with it, I'll let you know. Like, no, maybe we should put it
Okay.
over here.
Okay. Yeah, it's the navigation trying to get acquainted with, trying to learn where everything is at.
It's been 2 months, bro. I put you on Trello as soon as we started.
Um, did I tell
Real
you?
shit.
Did I tell you the story how we spent $25,000 on a guy helping us trying to learn how to use what's there was another version of this, but basically the same thing.
Whose decision was that?
That was I Mel's and I. Like he was auditing, like he was doing a couple things at the same time, and but he was trying to like he's like, no, okay, guys, you guys need to get on this. And it was a popular one. Do you guys do this? This is bore everything the same layout. My God, I think it was even worse because my partner, or at least my the guy who gave me the money, was it's even more technologically backwards, and I was just not getting it.
Man, $25,000.
Yeah.
To learn how to organize.
Yeah. He was auditing the company too, so it wasn't just doing that. But he was like, "Okay, guys, whatever task you guys need me to do, um, this is where it goes. This is how you mark it. This is how you label it." And I was trying to get Mel to like do it together with me, so that way we could like learn or lean on each other. It was worse. He had a hard time even just creating email accounts.
Man. Crazy.
Yeah, so we have we have so many. I might as well just laugh slightly because otherwise I get sad. They're like, we had the resources, we had the enthusiasm, it's just bad execution, horrible execution.
Yeah, you don't want a repeat of what. Have you learned anything?
And I'll be honest with myself, mm, very little. I
What did you learn from the? What did you learn from your mistakes? That's my question.
that I
What did you
have.
what? So what are you not going to do now? What are you going to do different?
I gotta be more hands-on. I gotta like ask more questions. I gotta make sure that I understand the task that is needs to be done. And if I'm not understanding it, ask questions. Ask questions and don't be too afraid to come out looking like a fool or dumb. Just try to hammer things down so I understand what it is that I need that is needed from me.
You ever thought about too maybe not throwing money at everything? Because it
Yeah,
seems like you were just throwing money at every single situation that came up as if it was going to be the magical solution,
yeah,
and that's how that 300K ended up disappearing so fast.
yeah,
This time around, you can't just throw. Just like even now, prime example. You know, our last conversation about hiring new team members. You're just thinking, how can we throw money at this thing to help Gene out? And we don't even have money to pay me to keep developing beyond this month.
yeah,
So stuff like that is where I'm like, how far ahead are you thinking? Are you thinking 5, 6 months out? Are you thinking just the next 30 days? Are you thinking the next week or 2 weeks? Are you thinking daily? You got to start, thinking far ahead, and incorporate that into your decision making. You don't want a repeat of what happened before. You don't want to make the same mistakes you made last time. This time around, it's going to be a lot more effort and work, a lot less of you trying to throw money at things. See, this is why I make you a little bit uncomfortable because I'm making you work.
yeah. That
I
is
know
true.
because my girl is the same way, bro. That's what I'm saying. My girl's the same exact way. She don't like me a lot of the time when I'm making her work. She don't like me when I'm saying certain stuff, but I don't give a fuck because what I say gets shit. She might get mad at me, but what I want her to get done is gonna get done. You know. So
Yeah,
same thing with you. You might not like me some days. I don't give a shit. Like this business has to be successful, and your mom needs to get some of the pressure relieved off of her. I'm not like I'm doing this for you, but I'm doing this more so for them now because your mom has inspired me with how hard she works and how much she cares about you and how much she is willing to, regardless of what happened in the past. The fact that she's supporting you and paying your bills now, like using her own effort and labor, as far as how old she is, dude, if my mom was working right now to support me, do you know what I would be? I would probably be out committing crimes just so my mom wouldn't have to do that. Like real shit. I'd be out
Really?
committing crimes. Real talk. Because ain't no way my mom's gonna be in her for 50s and 60s working, slaving away just to support me. Especially when I have a business. This is what I'm saying with you, like there needs to be some kind of fire lit under your ass to where you need to realize like what reality is, bro. Like you have it good right now. You might look at those 4 walls and be like, man, it sucks. It can get a whole lot fucking worse. Real talk. So you better count your blessings. Count your blessings. Call your mom. Send her a text, tell her you love her.
We talk
Count your
every
fucking
day.
blessings, bro. Count your
You,
fucking blessings, bro, because that's what I'm doing. I'm counting my blessings. You need to be counting your blessings, dude. Don't find me and then start getting down. You don't find somebody like me and then start getting down about shit. Like, because I'm the one difference maker. So you should be happy. Like, be happy. I'm saying be happy, be excited, and do your part. Really. That's all we're waiting on now. Like, be happy, be excited, do your fucking part, and then we'll win. Really. But whatever fears you have, if you're fearful, if you're scared, throw that shit out the fucking window because it don't help us. You're second guessing yourself. Nobody cares. Like, I don't care. You know,
yeah,
you need to be who you need to be, bro. You need to be confident killer. And if you aren't that person, you need to step down as CEO. And you're just like, and you need to find like some companies find CEOs, right? They hire CEOs, and then the person who founded the company is just the person who founded the company. They still have the lion's share, but they're paying a CEO.
yeah,
You know, just something to think about, man. You gotta it's just all binary. It's yes or no. You want to own a business? You want to be CEO? Okay, then there's things that come with that you have to do, non-negotiables. If you don't want to do them, then can you hire somebody to do them? I mean, it's yes. It's everything is yes or no with me. It's binary. You either want to do it or you don't. You don't give up. You want to do it, then do all the things necessary. That's essentially it. You know.
yeah, yeah. No, it's just so. For me, honestly, I've never been the type of person that have seen myself as a CEO. Like I'm, for the most part, I've always been kind of like happy working on the background. Like even in the restaurant side, I always felt much more comfortable working and on the backside of the kitchen, doing the work itself. Leading it, I'm like, oh man, it's there's really nothing really appeals to me. So like in this regards, like uh, I guess the complexity it's even more overwhelming. What keeps my what keeps me motivated, it's the like the difference that we can make. And to a certain extent, I do envision myself kind of like hiring somebody to do a lot of the CEOing for this, but there's just no way right now in this moment to do that.
Right. And how is it going to get to the point where you can do that? Question
Yep.
you have to ask. Even then, you still have to lead, right? I
Yeah.
mean, even you can put a good team together, right? You can have a killer sales guy, right? You can have good marketing people, you can have a good developer, but who's going to organize and lead the team? Who's going to keep all of those people on the same page? You know what I mean? I mean, did you sign up for something that you didn't? This is where I start to get frustrated because You signed up for this. Nobody came to you with a business idea and said, "Hey, um, help us out. Help us out, or help us with this idea." You went to other people with this idea. You went and took people's money.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I don't have any sympathy for what you said. I don't see myself as a CEO. Okay, that's fine. But as far as right now, and that's what you are. You're CEO, you're sales, you're everything that the business needs. You
Hmm.
know, same thing with me. I'm everything that the business needs for right now, and I don't have any problem with that. That's the difference between me and you. I don't have any problem being everything the business needs, even though I only own 20%. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. This is 100% your shit.
Yeah.
What's the problem with you taking ownership of something that's 100% yours? Like, you created this. Nobody else created this. You did. So what's the problem with you? So are you the type of dude that has babies and then it's like you don't take responsibility?
No, no, I think that's definitely not. It just, I guess, on myself, it's just the scope, the complexity of all this. Like, um, and my partner, the guy that lent me the money, is right to tell me at times, and I do let him, lay it out on me for that. It's like, you focus too much on towards the end of this whole thing. You never really focused on the beginning, the progressions: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You went X, Y, Z, like when everything's up and running, um, like a cancer. uh, and yeah, that's the part that I didn't take into account. Like, selling it to somebody to actually get paid for a membership. I was getting paid for the work, but not for the actual platform that I was building. I would get excited about getting people excited about the the end picture, but not about the beginnings. Like, we're gonna take this step. We expect to have this type of failures. We expect this type of things to go wrong, but we have the ability to fix it because we have this. We build on top of that. I didn't take that into account.
That's fine. I mean, now we're starting from where you are right now. Fuck the past. We're talking about from today moving forward. What are you going to do? It's always about what are you going to do? Fuck what you did. Doesn't exist no more. What are you going to do from this day forward? Right?
Yes.
What are you going to do differently? Right? So
Yeah.
you started off with a lot of money and you never really had any customers.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, you don't have any money because you ran out, but you should be talking to customers. Every single day you should be talking to customers,
Yeah.
making friends. Like, think about that. Like, you should be talking to restaurants, making friends. Why did you get into this if you want to sit here and tell me on the phone like your vision and how it makes so much sense? I don't give a fuck. I know it makes sense. That's why I created my own version of it called Drive for Work. I know it makes sense. Undercutting DoorDash makes a lot of fucking sense. They're giving us a huge opportunity to undercut them.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it. So yeah, it makes sense from a numbers perspective, but you have to get restaurants to understand that. You're talking to everyone else but your main customer. They're the ones you have to convince, not me, right?
Yeah.
So all of that you have you have on these conversations, it's all good, but you need to save it for where it actually is impactful. It's impactful on the phone with restaurants and owners. It's impactful in your marketing videos. Like, that's when you give all of that stuff. When we're on the phone, like me and you talking, I already understand, bro. You don't have to convince me. You don't have to sell me any more than you already have. I'm with you already. Now I'm just trying to figure out um Now I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to keep myself in balance because sometimes your energy is I don't know. That shit is like it's not anything I can feed off of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I told you the other day, I'm like, check that energy, bro, because you don't have no reason to be sad. Like, you don't have no I don't think you have any reason to be sad as far as the way I look at it.
Yeah.
You're in isolation. Yeah, I get it. You miss your family. I understand. But you made that choice. You made all of these decisions yourself. You could have got your citizenship straight, right?
Yeah, I would have
All
gotten
right.
that.
But you did this for a reason, for the business, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so follow the fuck through. You can't get sad, have like, oh, I'm sad, I'm having a bad day. Like, bro, you did this for a reason. Remember the reason why you did this, and just keep going. Like, you don't really have that long to be. Really, you're holding yourself up. You can have your investor visa as fast as you want it. You literally have a business that can make you money, but you're sitting on your hands like you don't know what to do. Literally, all you have to do is get businesses to freaking do business with you. And I'm giving you everything you need. I'm giving you bells and whistles. I'm giving you the app in a working state. I'm helping you with marketing. I'm giving you everything you need. I'm giving you a new website. What the fuck else do you need? Like, what else? That's why I asked you yesterday. What else, what do you need from the app? Right? I'm trying to figure out, what do you need so we can start doing business? Like, what do
Kicking
you
the
need?
ass. No, I know. I just need to continue. I need to get more serious on getting the restaurants. That's it. Like even trying to the cost is good. Like they're not gonna nobody's gonna come to save them. But maybe even touch on the fact that we can screw DoorDash. We can undercut them. We can run them out of business. Give me 1 second. Somebody's knocking. I don't know if they're knocking for me or they're just knocking for. Oh, se me hace que es el muchacho de abajo, pero él ah, sí, creo que es el del número uno. Sí, sí, es la. Ok, ok, yo le digo más que. Yeah, it wasn't for me, but it was. I think I know what they're. It's the internet. Our internet's working. It's not working that good. So they finally sent somebody to look at the problem. Yeah, yeah, like
Nice.
you said, just the restaurants. It's just the restaurants that we need, and I need to like find that killer hook, that knockout punch that just tells them, "Fuck yeah, let's do it. I'll help you screw DoorDash."
Yeah, just book demos, bro. You don't got to convince. Just book a demo. All you got to
Yep.
do is, I mean, just book a demo. I mean, you don't have to try and convince them on the phone. Don't worry too much. Don't think too much about your script. And
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, even if you got a call, even if you call with no script, I would say, because now you're just trying to book demos. You're not necessarily trying to get them to like sign up and pay, right?
Yeah.
So, it's a lot less pressure. So you're just calling them to literally make friends. You're calling them to make a contact, right? So it's a lot less formal. So yeah, bro. That's why I said, just finish that list up, even if it's just email. You don't have to call them, but as long as we're like reaching out to restaurants every single day via email, because off them emails, you never know who's going to respond back and say, "Oh yeah," and actually
Yeah.
get the count and then go
Yeah.
book.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less about calls, but just make sure you're reaching out to like 20 to 50 restaurants email per day, and that way we can kind of go over it every day and be like, oh well, we got this one. They want to book a demo, or they already booked. And on the sales side,
Mm-hmm.
now let's kind of switch gears here
Before we do, can
because
you just I uploaded on the current milestones. What happens when things go wrong, and I broke them down each all three differently because like I said, I need to get better at this. I have this stuff on the ChatGPT. I need to put it back. I need to put it on the freaking Trello. So I did the search on my ChatGPT and I had it. And the only thing I didn't have was the full delivery failure matrix. So I gave it a full. I told it to give it a create that for me right now.
Okay. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, multi-apping is a thing as well.
So I
But
broke it down.
multi-app,
Uh-huh.
what?
No, I just gonna
What are
say I
you gonna
broke
say?
it down individually, restaurant customer in general, then broke it down for each.
But multi-apping is something that drivers like. So you just something to think about.
What do you mean by that? Like having running multiple apps at the same time?
Yes, because if you build your app in a way that penalizes them for multi-apping, then I don't know. It doesn't. They want to use your app less, I guess. Because a lot of people multi-app. They like to be able to like get as much money as they can. But for us, we have to make sure our orders are getting delivered on time. So it's hard. It's a delicate balance trying to
Yeah.
please both the driver and the restaurant in that regard. But it is something to think about because you are building this to solve problems for the drivers and restaurants. Full reframe stuff. So you need to go through and format this according to how it looks on ChatGPT, since it didn't come through cleanly on the copy or the paste. Whereas this right here,
Yeah.
yeah, just make sure it looks exactly how it looks on ChatGPT, so we know exactly what's what. But yeah, that's all we needed for there. So that's done. So this document is pretty much complete. Need a restaurant one page or PDF. I can take care of that. Everything else is complete. Wait, let me see. I think he finished. Yeah, demo booking link. Yeah, everything else is complete. That's it. Needed to. So we need a one pager. We had a demo video. We need a restaurant flyer. Website tweak. Sample menu or order flow screenshot. Sample menu or order flow screenshot. You already have that. Payment decision is made. Test only or live pilot. Yes. We have a repeatable onboarding script. Think we have an onboarding script.
Let me check. Um, Let me check on my ChatGPT.
It should be in our restaurant, the restaurant sales process or restaurant onboarding process. It should already be in there.
Yeah, I think
Where
so.
the fuck is that at?
Restaurant onboarding checklist or driver and restaurant outreach? No. Restaurant activation?
Driver led. Okay, so this is something different. So this is demo structure.
Mm-hmm.
See, this needs to come straight from ChatGPT because when it doesn't, the formatting gets off. So when you're running the demos, so this it's inside a book demo. So book demo structure,
Mm-hmm.
that's documentation, targeted demos, pitch video, and demo. We already did. This is done, right? You got
Mm-hmm.
1 minute and 3 minute video demo videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those
Go
were
to
the ones
Apple
that
on
you sent
social
me.
media.
Huh?
You've already started doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, like that's kind of like the style that I'm doing um, currently with the on the social media.
So Wrangling Sam. I don't think he's really even been posting about this deal, has he? Let me see.
Hi, I'm Sam. I am the co-founder and CEO of Rodeo. I just want to share this piece by Zoya Hassan in Forbes. It's very cool. It covers our fundraise, but more importantly, just talks about rodeo in the zeitgeist, how there's a lot of people who want to spend more time with the people they love in real life, and rodeo is positioned to
20,000
power
people
that.
use Rodeo during the
So
beta.
it's cool. It talks about a lot of different iterations of rodeo. It talks about our mission, our vision, how we've been marketing this, how we're bringing on creators who are tastemakers as investors, and how we're going to open this up to another 50,000 more people. So if you're interested in joining us, let me know in the comments, and you can check out this article in my profile.
See that?
Yes. Which one? Can you send that to me to my TikTok so I can save it? Which one?
I'm gonna add it to the Trello.
Leads?
No, it's gonna be on the card that you made for this.
Okay, sure, no problem. Okay.
So from that video, so a few things that came out that were pointed out to me. First is that his app is Rodeo only accepts a certain number of users for each phase. So it's almost like phase releases, which I kind of already knew about that. It's just common marketing tactic to make something seem more exclusive than it is, so people actually want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that pointed out to me. We already know that when you come across news on TikTok, so when you come across news articles on TikTok like the one he just showed, make that same type of video where the screenshot is in the background and you're on the bottom talking about whatever news that was.
Okay.
Take a screenshot of this. So this was this video.
Hi, I'm Sam.
This is a video over. This is an overlay. I'm gonna call this overlay news example. Okay. Now when I go to Wrangling Sam, put that up there, and I start scrolling. He doesn't have that many posts. Let me see. He started posting in October. His last post was 2 days ago. He was talking about rodeo. This is a different kind of post. These are screenshots of the app. Now, when I go to Faster Drivers, one thing you notice too, every single one of his posts for the most part have text.
Uh-huh.
See that? There's text on every single, and then if you notice, every single one of his posts don't do well. 342 views. All of these posts in this row are under 1,000 views, right? So it's less about the view count, right? It's more about consistency,
Yeah.
So you can't worry about the kind of views you're getting, because all it takes is for the right restaurant to see one piece of content, and then they'll make a decision right then and there to book a demo with us, right? So, and now let me go to Faster Drivers real quick, just for comparison. Faster Drivers delivery. Okay. So one thing about your profile, I will say, is there's not a lot of text.
So do add the text.
Huh?
So do add the text.
Yes. For every video, 2 things you must have if you're gonna upload videos yourself. You must have a text overlay. That is this right here.
So
Yeah.
I keep telling everyone.
This
Yeah.
text right here.
Yeah.
That pretty much gives your video a title, right?
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
also, too, the algorithm has changed for TikTok. Now it's less about content doesn't get pushed out to your following. It gets pushed out to people who are interested in it. So based on your hashtags, based on all of the wording on the screen, right? AI is taking all of that. The algorithm is taking all of that and pretty much sending that to people's feeds that are looking for this kind of content. So you want to put as many words as possible on the actual screen, like on the post, and then in the caption too. That way, it gets picked up by the algorithm. So it's it's not
So I keep telling.
involved, but there's a few things you have to know when posting to make sure you do all of
Yeah,
it.
I saw the difference with the ones you posted. Um, Again, I don't know if you're doing something different, but the ones that have the wording tend to do much better.
Almost $30.
Wording and hashtags. See, like this one has no overlay or no title. It has a title, but then it has no hashtags. If you see, it doesn't have. I didn't really.
Can you give me explain to me how freaking hashtags work? Because like the only hashtag that I use for the most part is faster drivers delivery, but I don't know like how the hell do they work?
So this video of mine's got 83,000 views. This one right here got 2.7 million. And I didn't even mean, like, these weren't even videos that I was trying to actually get views on. Like this one, I'm just ranting about DoorDash. And if you look at my hashtags, got this. So my hashtags were DoorDash apartments. So hashtags work by putting your video in a category. Also, my hashtags too were FYP, For You, and DoorDash. So if I click on this DoorDash hashtag,
Yeah.
500,000 posts on this hashtag. So when I use DoorDash, all of my posts are going to show up here. So anytime let's say somebody comes on here and they see a DoorDash video, right? And they like it. They're going to be shown more DoorDash videos or more gig driving videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me using that DoorDash hashtag makes sure that my video gets picked up in all of this. If I don't have DoorDash, then my video doesn't get picked up in this whole feed of videos. And so all these people who see these videos, they're not going to see mine. All right. So that's one hashtag. Then you have FYP, right? This is a hashtag that everybody uses on TikTok. It's called For You page, because if you look at TikTok, the main page for TikTok is called what? For You, right?
Yeah.
So this goes back to what I was just saying. The For You page, you used to have like a page where it's like you had your feed and it would show you stuff from people you were following.
Mm-hmm.
The For You page shows you stuff that you're interested in based off of all the data it's gathered about you. So if I like this video, or if I comment, or if I save or share, it's going to think that I like these kinds of videos. So whatever kind of video this is, I think it's what, comedy, so interracial Filipino relationships. It's going to think that I want to see more videos like this, right? So that's the importance of making sure that when you're making videos, you're using descriptions about what the video is about, and you're using hashtags relevant to what industry you're in, or who your competitors are, right? Like DoorDash, for example.
Hmm.
We see a lot of DoorDash videos on TikTok, so it only makes sense that you should use DoorDash as a hashtag, because think about all the videos you've seen on about DoorDash, right? You usually see a DoorDash driver doing something nasty, or you see a DoorDash driver having a spout with like a customer, right? Or you see ride sharing videos with, like, I see a lot of Lyft videos where like passengers having arguments with drivers, they won't get out of the car, police get called. So I see a lot of drama as it relates to the gig economy and these bigger apps, right? So you have to pretty much go with the algorithm. You have to, even going as far as making skits. I think skits will go a long way as far as your video content, because people want to be entertained,
Yeah.
right? People like drama, right? Even if it's fake. So, but you don't really have anyone. You can't really make skits unless that's more so having like a team of younger people who
Yeah, or
can more
somebody
so
else
move
at
to that,
least, right?
or somebody else. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Hashtags on every video you post. At least these three, at least FYP, hashtag for you, hashtag DoorDash, and hashtag faster drivers.
fast drivers delivery. Okay. Yeah. I didn't understand anything of that, especially the DoorDash. In my head, I thought it was like not a good idea to put my competition um on my page.
They're not your competition yet, because you're not competition to them yet.
That's true.
You're not, bro. You
No,
gotta be
that's
honest.
fair.
Like, nobody knows you right now. So
Yeah.
once somebody knows you, then I would say, yeah, stop using DoorDash for marketing. Right. Now if we're on LinkedIn, I can understand. Right. You don't wanna be tagging DoorDash or putting any reference to DoorDash in your LinkedIn post, because it's more formal.
Yeah.
Now TikTok is a little bit different. We can delete these posts anytime we want to, right? We
Yeah.
don't care. So TikTok is more for us to get traction and get these posts out there, get the views and get traction. So we don't really care about if we have to use DoorDash as far as a hashtag to do that, then so be it. Because they have one of the biggest hashtags on TikTok, you know?
Is that the same rule on Instagram?
The same rule on Instagram, same rule on
Okay.
YouTube. Same rule for all short form content,
So, quick question.
besides on LinkedIn.
On the ones that I posted, there's three of them right now. Should I delete them and upload them, or start doing it from the new ones that I start posting?
No, you don't have to. No, don't delete. You don't have to delete them right now. Just do it from the new ones.
Start doing it from the new one. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a day that we'll go through and we'll clean up all of your old posts that are underperforming and make the profile look better. Okay, the hashtags are on that same card for the Sam Levy. So this is, yeah, so I think that should cover that one. Like, you want to pretty much mimic what he's doing. I think you already kind of get the gist,
Yeah.
but just start adding words to your post about, as far as like what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's it. Just the title. Yeah, just the title. That's it. And then add captions too, so that people who can't, you got to think about accessibility. Everybody can't hear. Some people
Yeah.
are deaf. So you want to make sure you have captions on your video so people can read what you're saying. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into, I think that fills in a few of the gaps that we had. Some good work today. Let's jump into a demo
Okay.
so we can actually go over the stuff that we're supposed to in our meetings. Close this.
Yeah, there was definitely something on my phones because I uploaded. It gave me the old version, but then I refreshed, and it gave me the new one. I see
Yeah,
what you
you just have to
mean.
make sure.
Yeah, I see what you mean. The logos and everything that look nice. I guess like I said, the only thing I have uh, this is not. I hope it's not nitpicking. Just a small detail so I can do my job a little bit better. When you're filling in the information on the for your profile, and I think also when you're uploading menu, the letter is white, and the background is also kind of it's light, so I can't see what I'm writing.
Okay, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, I got notified as a customer. Yep. Nice.
Yeah, you can't see this one because the card is blocking it.
Yeah.
There you go. Order has been delivered. So yeah, notifications. They still need to change the styling on these for the customer side. Because they still show up as that big check mark. But notification sounds work on both ends. On the driver's side, they still have to refresh to know they have a new order. I think they're going to receive a push notification though. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if it's showing up on my phone. I have on my computer, but they're going to receive a push notification, like a regular notification on their iPhone that lets them know they have a new order in the app. So,
Yeah.
let me see. I'll try to demo that one on the next demo. Now, you said uploading your menu. This is
Like,
on the restaurant side.
yeah.
So, uploading your menu. You talking about down here?
Yeah. I don't know if maybe it's, but yeah, exactly like you know where it says drinks, or let me check real quick. I don't know if it's just on the customer side or if it's on all sides.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Go to settings as a customer, please. Um, okay, I see that's okay on my side. Well, let me jump on my other phone. So it's on the restaurant side. Mm,
Okay.
I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to you so you can see what
No,
it's.
where is it? I'm already on the app. This is this
My
is the most up
restaurant.
to date version of the app.
My restaurant. The difference, you see where it says vegan jeans, all the information inside the boxes,
Okay.
the letters are white on my side.
Okay, that's not the most up to date version of the app.
Oh, okay, let me see. And I can't get the latest just by refreshing. I mean, I do see it. It's not a killer. I just wanted to.
No, you can get the latest from when I push up the changes.
Okay,
So always go off of what I just showed you.
okay,
That's the latest version. If you don't see it on my version I have here, it doesn't exist. It's not a thing. It's not a thing no more.
oh, okay, okay.
Already been fixed.
Yeah, but I do see it enough so I can make the changes because I'm just using the test restaurant. I just
Mm,
changed the logo, the information for the restaurant so they can see like th that the information is relevant to their restaurant and one item. And then I upload I do a real quick screenshot and screen recording um, so that I can stitch the video under 3 minutes and then maybe even send that screenshot to them, like versus like a DoorDash. and just show them that.
But there you go. Most latest version, what I have was just deployed. So once it's done, it'll be available at app.fastdrivers.com.
Okay. And for me, the only thing I need to do is refresh.
Only thing you have to do is refresh your app. So its deployment is in progress right now. So once this says complete, then you'll be good to go.
Okay. Yeah. Also, I can still work on with this though. So, because I'm gonna try to keep posting. I'm gonna jump between calling restaurants and posting all day. That's what I'm gonna be doing right now.
Okay, nice.
Probably go get something to eat before I start doing that. I gotta call this restaurant before 12 too. So,
So the revenue move today is following up with what restaurant is that?
Chulo Tacos. I have their number
Okay,
right
what
here.
else?
Just go through the list. I already have from just looking at my contact, the people have been seeing like my content. Um, BT Cafe 2007, Love Dog Hot Dog Buffet, Avalon Cafe, Sky Skelly, Coolie Chips, Carnitas Rendon, Cafe in California. So right there's five at least. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 restaurants I need to reach out today that I know they see my content. And I have their content information, everything.
Okay, what else?
Uh, Try to fill in the gaps on the Trello board. Go over it. Make sure that I polish or clean up anything that it's not uh, clear, especially in the three that I just uploaded. Um, let's see. Keep testing the app. Keep testing it, and keep documenting the bugs that I find on the Trello board. But mainly get the restaurants, like you said, you get them book demos.
Yeah, now we need demos booked at this point because yeah, we need the demos booked. I would say would be the priority because then now it's just about getting the app to the point where it's ready for restaurants and then getting drivers. So now we're at the point where we can pretty much start doing business. Um, but what is the any blockers that are stopping sales today?
Mm, let's see, I can book with the Calendly. I can book over the phone. Um, just me. Just I need to go ahead and call them. I have the Calendly. I have the information. I have the spreadsheet to keep track on them. Um, no, just me. I have to call them.
Okay, and you've already saw what shipped yesterday during the demo, but it was pretty much an update to the entire design look and feel for restaurants and drivers. And then also fixing the notifications, how they looked and performed, and also standardizing them and adding them to the customer flow. And then on yesterday, I think that might be it for those two cards. Yep. Now I have some things I have to finish up. And I'm trying to make sure that I have all of your cards taken care of too from you testing. But the iOS styling, as far as how it looks, it's fine, but I feel like we could spice it up a little bit. So I'm going to be trying to spice it up. And there's an SSL issue on the app.fastdrivers.com. You've probably seen it in the corner. So I have to fix that. And besides that, yeah, just cleaning up the end-to-end flow. What's the nitpicky thing that you were mentioning? Is it the thing that we already said is already fixed, where you
Yeah,
can't see the text in the settings?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fixed.
already. Yeah, everything. If you don't see anything on my did you see anything on my demo that was problematic?
Um, can we go back real quick to the layout? Um, I think not really until we get this into the next stage. Right now, the being able to pay for the order went through, placed the order, um, the notifications. I think the only thing, like I said, like you said, you already have taken care of is like the push notification on the driver's side, letting them know they have an order. Uh, that makes it that's going to make it a lot easier for them to navigate. Um, can you place another order real quick? I want to see if the restaurant gets notified when the order's coming in. Oh, and yeah, it does. It does. I think I saw it. It goes on. It moves automatically from new order to in progress to completed. But let's just see it again.
Yeah, that needs work. It moves automatically from new orders to in progress once it's been paid for.
Okay.
Why is it taking so long to load? Performance wise,
On my side, it moves pretty decent.
let me do this. In here. So map is at the bottom now.
What happened?
I said map has been moved to the bottom. Special instructions. What did you say you want to see?
Um, the restaurant get notified. Actually, now that you mentioned the map, this is actually more like do we really need it on the there at all?
No, but that's more nitpicky.
Okay,
Only
okay,
thing you should
okay,
be worrying about is booking demos, bro. That's what I'm
okay,
saying. You're worried about the wrong
okay.
shit.
Yeah, that's what I was. I wanted to be careful about that. But let me
Yeah,
see
you need
the.
to make money. You need to focus on making. I'm giving you what you need to make money. Focus on
Okay,
that.
okay,
Don't focus on nit. I can nitpick the app myself once I'm done and
okay,
remove all the shit that's like we don't need, or it's like, oh, we don't need that there. For now, focus on what you need to get sales. So whatever you need to get sales, don't be a perfectionist. I'm already enough of that. Whatever you need to get restaurants to do business,
yeah,
that's what we're focusing on right now.
yeah. All right, let me see that. Let me see that. Okay.
And really, if I'm being honest, you already have everything you need to do that. We
Yeah.
don't have everything we need to go live, but you have everything you need to start getting us booking us demos.
Okay. Did the order go through? There it is. So the restaurant didn't get a notification?
What's
Oh,
that?
the restaurant didn't get the notification?
Yeah, it show up in the top right corner.
Oh, okay. I just didn't hear it.
Yeah, this goes back to the mistake you made the first time around too. Like you're focused too much on the app.
Yeah.
It's like you have a CTO for a reason. I have the app. Anything wrong with the app, I own this,
Yeah.
right? It's my responsibility. So let me worry about that shit. Everything sales were like, but everything that's dipping into like your lane is what I'm saying. Like your lane is like right now at least is marketing and sales. So, testing is one thing, like finding the thing is finding critical bugs. Like the whole point was finding bugs in our end-to-end flow, right? The
Mhm.
end-to-end flow works, right? There's still some things that we're cleaning up, right? We're like, yeah, there's no pickup time, there's this, there's that. But for the most part, a working app, like you have that with besides geolocation. That's the last thing. But you essentially have a working app, you know?
Yeah.
So like I said, now it's about booking demos so that you can actually have those milestones. Because until you book demos, you won't know like what we need to do because we don't have the pressure put on us. Like we don't know like okay, what do we need to do to get ready for this restaurant? Now we know because we know that with this business, Fabulous Charcuterie, they actually need a longer pickup window or a longer delivery window. We didn't know that until we actually had them and we talked to them, and now we have them booked for a demo. Now we know, hey, we have to kind of make adjustments to account for this. But you see how we didn't know that until we
Yeah.
actually got the first demo booked?
Yep.
This is what I'm saying. Like certain things need to happen so that I can understand what my next move is because you can only test so much because you don't you don't know. Like you're not using DoorDash every day, right?
Yeah.
You don't own a restaurant and you're not driving anymore. So we don't have anyone that's getting daily feedback from any one of these three perspectives, right? We're not getting any feedback as far as what the experience looks like today from a driver's perspective, from a restaurant's perspective, from a customer's perspective. And that's insightful. So we know how to build for them. We understand what their experience is, what their pain points are. Now we understand how to build for them. But if we don't understand what their pain points are and you're just guessing or we're going by what you think is their problem,
Yeah.
then it's up in the air. That's why we need to get people using this so that way we know like, okay, they don't like this, they like this. Now we know let's make adjustments for this. Let's do this. Right. So get us more demos booked, then we'll know what our next milestones are going to be and what to prioritize.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I'll see if I think I need to get on a call real quick with Chula Tacos, and I'll probably be able to book a demo with them because they actually responded already twice to my directly to my when I send them a message or stuff like that. So that's the next one that and thankfully they're also in Chula Vista, so that's a good that's a good sign too. They're on the other side. They're a little out. Chula Vista is a little bit bigger, so they're on the other side from where Charcuterie Board is, but they're still in Chula Vista, so that's good.
Nice. That works out right there.
Yeah, and I think I'm also gonna jump on the just on Google Maps and see what restaurants are there. Check if they do delivery and reach out to them. That way, I kind of have like a cluster going of restaurants.
Sounds good, brother.
All right, man. Let me get on this call real quick, and Maybe we can jump back later in another call. You said how long do you think how long did the updates take? Just
I can show you right now. You go ahead and try it.
let me try. Let me try.
Yeah, when I speak about the actually, what the fuck is this? Why do these look like that?
Mm,
Yeah, it looks kind of looks a little bit messed up. Let me see if this is. Oh, you know what? That's one that's all the way stretched out. Okay, so I gotta look at the different views. Yeah, everything looks okay, but you still need to test the order end to end in production. Now that I've pushed those changes up. So if you have any problems, just let me know via chat.
okay, sounds good, sir.
Did you have anything else?
Not for now. I want to call this people before 12, before they start getting busy.
All right, just let me know what time you want to meet later or send me an invite.
Sounds good, sir.
All right, talk to you later, man.
All right, man. Bye. Yeah, is this a Chula Tacos? It is. How you doing, sir? This is Mauro with Faster Drivers. I don't know if you have a little bit of time. I'm the I'm we're launching a new delivery app, and I wanted to see if you had an opportunity that we can book a demo with you, because we want to show you how our system works. I don't know if you do deliveries with DoorDash Uber Eats, but we got something completely new, and we just want to see if you might be interested, because we save money for restaurants. Customers don't pay inflated prices, and our goal is to just help your business grow. So, and you responded to, I tagged you on my content on my social media. So, that's right. Yeah. That was myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing? Sorry, do you mind if I ask for your name? My name is Rigo. Rigo. Okay. So, uh, as you've seen on on my app, the main thing that we do is that we get rid of commissions. We don't charge commissions at all. Uh, this app is it's a labor of love. I used to be a driver, and now I went through the whole experience with them, and I'm like, this is just enough is enough. We just need to figure out a way to work with restaurants, and so they can get rid of DoorDash. They can actually start making money. And but yeah, I just wanted to see if you had like half an hour sometime this week, so I can upload your menu to our app already. I can show you, and I'll still upload more menus if you're okay with it, using your products, using your prices, so you can get an idea of what it looks like. Because when you used to work for DoorDash, were you paying 30% commission on the on deliveries? Maybe like 22% commission, I think it was. Yeah, that's still a chunk of change right there. Yep. Yeah, so right. Yeah, no, we don't do none of that stuff. Our goal is to give you the app, give it a try. When you're comfortable with it, you want to like uh, get a contract with us. I can tell you right away that we only charge $1 per day. Like we're a membership based. We don't do commissions. But right now, the app, we want to just give you the demo, show you how it works. So who pays for your services? The customer? Yeah, so the customer pays for the $5 delivery plus tips. That money goes to the driver. We also don't take money from there. Um, just like you, when you started your own business, you said, well, how much do I need to sell my product so I can make money? We only charge a membership for the restaurants and the drivers. $1 per day for the restaurant and $25 a month for the driver. So the way that we make money is a membership. Say that again all over again, please. Yeah. So the way that we make money as a company We charge a membership to the restaurant and the driver. The driver pays $25 a month, and the restaurants only pay $1 per day. So, and we figured like that's enough for us to uh, make our business grow.
Sustain your business.
Exactly. Yeah, we're a business. We're not, we want to make money, but instead of trying to do it the
Well,
way,
you're a startup, no?
yeah, we've done this all ourselves.
Or, well,
So
good for you, man.
no, well, you know what? I wanna lean on that because don't get me wrong. This is why I also wanna. I understand businesses, and this is why I want to partner with them because everything is a risk. I'm pretty sure you when you decided to do this, you were like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I do it? You saw the money, you know how much it costs to run a restaurant, and you're like, oh man, like, how am I gonna? But you went for it, and that is like, that's where that separates the people that you know want to own, and so those people that just want to like coast. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having a good job. There's absolutely nothing, but I'm really
Not all of us were made for jobs.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to lean on so much because it's like on my side of the family. Don't get me wrong. I tell you, do you have time right now? Because I can go talking and talking, so I don't want to take too much of your time.
I got about another 4 minutes, man.
I took a risk. I raised money, and we did some yeah, mistakes at the beginning. Thankfully, nothing drastic. But the family, they're like, we don't know if this is something that you're gonna be able to make it happen. I'm like, people, you are a restaurant and you know that you're still suffering from the high costs and you're not the only one. So as long as the problem is there, we have an opportunity. And right now, this is exactly the what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get our name out there. And if you give us a chance, we want to give you a demo, let you run the app. And after that, you can let us know if you want to stay with us. But I think you more likely want to because you can't beat $1 per day. Honestly, there's just nothing out there that does that, and that's how we build our business on that cost. And AI is helping us a lot too. So don't get us wrong. We lean on technology a lot. We don't have to hire a lot of people. So when you hire people, that eats at your profits. So we came up with this formula. It's like, hey, as long as we charge an affordable fee for our services. Restaurants keep the money that they make, and they can see our system is real, and they can let us know what they like, they don't like. We're always listening to our partners because we depend on you guys. If we listen to you guys, what you guys need, you guys gonna be not only happy with the service, but also knowing that we're taking into account your feedback. So, is there an opportunity sometime this week to show you how our system works? We want to get you. We want to reserve your spot and kind of. I'm seeing what other restaurants are around you. That way, we can get a nice cluster of restaurants so that not only customers can place orders, but also our drivers can go pick up uh, and have work to do.
So now is not a good time.
Oh, okay.
Right now, at this moment, I mean, we can schedule a demo maybe within the next few weeks or something of the sort.
Uh-huh.
But I'm in the middle of closing escrow on the store. I'm in
Uh-huh.
the full restoration process of one of my stores that caught fire.
Oh
I'm
God.
here now. And
Uh-huh.
then I have another store on Palm Avenue, which you might have visited already.
Yeah.
And I most definitely am very interested in your products and services.
Yeah.
It's just that right now there's a lot of shifting going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to take on another little project
Yeah.
like delivery service
Yeah.
because the reason I don't do DoorDash or don't do Uber Eats is because I have a machine, right?
Yeah.
So this machine called the Taqueria is suddenly kind of slow in between the week, and then during the weekend it is slammed, right?
Yeah.
And so the predicament with that is that if I have a line out the door with like maybe 30 people in
Yeah.
line,
Yeah.
and then I start receiving a bunch of orders
Yeah.
through the app, what's
Mhm.
going to happen?
You
It's going
just
to slow down all of the people that already took the time
to
to
go.
park to
Hmm.
get down, stand in line, and I don't believe that's fair.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have to a certain extent, but it's also understandable because you want to have that demand, but you also want to be able to fill,
Service.
exactly. And people already who took the opportunity to go over there and to dine in, they definitely have priority, you know? I mean, all customers are priorities, but there's a little more priority to those that show up. So, but no, like there's no problem. I really appreciate the fact that you're at least taking a look at our what we have to offer. And whenever you have the opportunity, we would love to. The price is not going to change. Where that's the good thing about our system.
I
We,
might be able to. I might be open to something like from Monday through Thursday.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
no,
mean? To open up and give it a test run
yeah.
because I'll be having, God willing, I'll be having like 3 stores within the next 8, maybe one is going to open like in maybe 6 weeks, and the other one's going to take like maybe 4 months to open. But our businesses, our stores are high demand. You know, lots of traffic,
So you
lots
can
of people,
set,
lots of
yeah,
sales.
you can set the time that you want the app to be available. Like that when we mean like when I built this, I built it with the intent of giving back control to the restaurant and to the drivers. So you can set it up exactly like you mentioned. It's like, oh, I don't want it during the weekends because I'm slammed and I have a lot of the foot traffic. You can turn it off, and it's only available Monday through Thursday because that's when you're not you don't have a lot of foot traffic. That's when you want to increase sales through delivery. You can set it up that way. That's not a problem. You want to set it up for one day, that's not a problem. So this is like the beauty about our service, that I'm always listening to what restaurants need. So that's not a problem for us. It actually gives us even more. Um we
Customization
exactly, we want to make
and
sure, like,
comfort for your customers,
exactly.
both the vendor,
Yep,
both your partner and the customer itself.
exactly. And if we can do that for you, like, don't get us wrong, we're gonna prove that we can do that for you, and then everybody has their own community. You probably know other restaurant owners, and it's like, hey, this app not only is affordable, but they the app adapts to what I need, what my needs are as a restaurant.
How do we go about for payment?
So we set up, the customer pays the app, we collect payment, and then we ACH you every week the everything that we sell for everything you sell on our app. And we work with Stripe.
Okay.
So a customer pays with the credit card, we capture payment, order goes out, and order is delivered, and then we collect that money. We give you a statement every single day, and then every week we send out that your pay for the sale of your products. We do the same thing for the drivers; they get paid every week, so that keeps things very very organized. Because credit card fees can be they can eat into your profit, so that's why we do ACH.
So who eats the credit card fees?
The customer pays for the credit card fee when,
Transaction?
uh-huh, and then when the ACH much lower. So when we send you that weekly or monthly, um, everybody prefers weekly. There's a charge for that when we send you, but that's not us. That's Stripe.
And how much does Stripe charge
I think ACH is probably like $2. So $2 each week.
per transaction?
No, no, no. Well, yeah, if we were to do it for transaction, is uh thir
Like
third
let's say that I did sales for 10 grand.
yeah,
All right, so you guys collect 10 grand
yeah.
plus the tax.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys hold the tax or you guys release the tax with the payment?
No, we release the tax with the payment. Yeah,
Okay,
we don't do
so
we don't.
I
Mhm.
get sales plus tax.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get sales plus tax. And then what does Stripe charge to do the ACH from your deposit to my bank account?
I think for that one, I'll get back to you just with more concrete numbers because you're talking about big numbers there. But I think it's between $2 to $3 to send you that $10,000.
per transaction. So it's, let's say it's going to be like maybe $8 for the transactions for the month.
Yes.
Well, that's easy.
Yeah, like that's why we switched to ACH, because if we were before we were planning on doing for each transaction, that eats up that's 30 cents plus 2.9% every single time. So ACH is much cheaper. So that means every time we send you that, let's say you make $10,000 sales each week, we send you that at the end of the plus taxes minus the like $2-3 that they charge.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's much
Okay, Bob.
cheaper. All right.
All right.
Let me write down your name again, because I have so many things going on, and I want to make sure I keep everything organized. You s- you s- Re- you said your name was, sorry,
Rigo Munoz.
Rigoberto
Rigo Munoz.
Rigo Muñoz. All right. Yeah, and I'll keep posting if you're okay with it. I'll upload. I have your menu, so I can look up the prices that
So,
you have.
well, my only predicament is that the more that you tag me on
Uh-huh.
on your posts and all that type of stuff,
Yeah.
the more people will start to ask me, "Are you guys ready? Are you guys doing it already?"
Oh, okay, okay.
So I did see my name front and center on top, and well, you and I know that I'm very popular here in San Diego.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I just I know that if that's gonna come, maybe like 1 week from now, people are, "Oh, are you guys doing already faster drivers, and I'm not there yet."
Yeah.
So I would like for you to engage us and post about us once we've already signed on and are ready to go.
Okay. I guess what I just trying to show, but I mean, if you can follow me then, just to, I upload content for like restaurants, and that's my goal right
Yeah,
now.
I have you on my feed. I've seen your
Nice.
feed.
Okay, yeah,
That's
no,
fine.
then I'll avoid doing that right now. But just if you can check us out,
Yeah.
just that help the algorithm, and I do the same thing
I'll
for
give
you.
you guys a try. I'm just not ready for you just yet.
No
All right.
problem. I appreciate it,
All right.
Rigo. Thank you so
All
much.
right, brother.
Thank you.
Have a
Have a
good
good
one.
one. Bye.
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 días, ¿me permite un poquito, por favor?
¿O puedo hablar un poquito más al rato?
¿Perdón?
¿Le podría hablar un poquito más al rato que esté desocupada?
Sí,
Ok, gracias.
ok.
Gracias.